गुड इवनिंग डियर सिस्टर्स एंड ब्रदर्स। सभी भाई बहनों को हृदय से प्रणाम। और आज शाम के हमारे बीइंग हार्टफुल एवरी डे के सत्र में आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत। आज हमारा इस सप्ताह का आखिरी दिन है। तो आज हम चाहेंगे कि हमारा जो जो लिटरेचर हम पढ़ रहे हैं, द लिटरेचर दैट वी आर रीडिंग ऑन प्रिंसिपल 9, वी आर एबल टू कंप्लीट इट होपफुली। If we will try, and if in case we are not able to, I'm sure we will take out time during the week, maybe tomorrow, to go through the entire principle 9 again, so that we can dive deep into it, and maybe some pearls of wisdom that we might have missed in our first reading may come up again. So, sisters and brothers, very heartful, heartfelt, loving welcome to all of you. Day 48 of the seventh week. I'm sure you would be sharing your master classes and the invitation for being heartful every day with your near and dear ones, with your friends, co workers, acquaintances. So let us, uh, with the time that we have, let us dive into our User's Guide to Living, Principle 9, that we have been reading over last week. As you would remember, till now, Daji has taken us through various aspects of this principle of leadership, of being truly heartful, of molding our lifestyle and behavior to such a high order so as to rouse a feeling of love and piety in others. He shared about simplicity, about purity, about being natural, about how do we how are we aware in terms of our behavior in our interactions with other fellow beings, with nature, with surroundings, being in tune with nature. So let us read ahead. Daji writes, the science of molding our living. What is meant by mold your behavior and way of living? Take the example of a metallic object that is defective or not up to the mark. In the process of molding it, we first have to melt it down. This melting down is a metaphor for removing existing habits, breaking down mental and emotional patterns, and changing our belief systems. Once we break down those things of our own making, we can be remade in nature's mold. From a scientific perspective, this means deprogramming our fixed subconscious neural patterns so that neuroplasticity and adaptability develop in line with nature's principles. This happens through the removal of repetitive tendencies, behaviors, and habits. Let's say we have the habit of rudeness in our speech. The first step is to recognize it and want to change. As our speech becomes more and more polite, it will be noticed by others and they will change their behavior towards us. This will further motivate you to be polite until eventually it becomes a part of our nature. This also changes our thinking. In turn, neural patterns related to rude speech are erased. But all this is made permanent when we remove the root cause of the patterns at the level of the subtle body through the practice of cleaning. Such changes in lifestyle involve all the earlier eight principles. The daily practice of meditation to train the mind, the power of prayer to vacuumize the heart, having a focus on the highest goal, imbibing the universal values of simplicity, truthfulness, and kinship, accepting miseries and eschewing resentment and revenge, and being happy to eat what we receive with due regards to honest and pious earnings. These principles are the tools that shape our transformation, attracting the divine gaze. But the best is yet to come. When we mold our living in this way, we not only rouse feelings of love and piety in our fellow beings, we also begin to catch the divine attention. We become the cynosure of his eyes. Supreme being also needs to have trust in us. Are we earnest? Otherwise, Babuji's own master Lalaji explains it further in the book Truth Eternal. When we have lost all sense of our own significance and are devoid of ego consciousness in any form, direct or indirect, then whatever we do will be just what we ought to be doing. This condition, if bestowed by God, is the best of all conditions. Then nature takes its place. Dear sisters and brothers, it is 8:58 and I guess there are still around 2 pages left. So I feel a bit torn because I would have loved to complete as well. And also, all of us would love to sit for universal prayer sharp at 9. So is it okay if we prepare ourselves for prayer now? Thank you. Sure. Thank you, sister. So let us prepare ourselves for prayer. And I'm sure we will continue the reading during the week ahead. Thank you so much. So let us prepare ourselves for universal prayer. Let us sit comfortably. Gently close our eyes. The deep breath. Let go of all tension in our body and mind. Relax. With our hearts filled with love, gratitude, connected to all brothers and sisters, and to dear Master. Let us offer this prayer. All sisters and brothers are being filled with love and devotion. Real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और सच्ची श्रद्धा उनमें दृढ़ हो रही है. All brothers and sisters being filled with love and devotion. Real faith is growing stronger in the. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं। सच्ची श्रद्धा उनमें दृढ़। Let us feel our heart connected, hearts of all dear brothers and sisters. Thousands and hundreds of thousands of brothers and sisters who are praying at this very moment for our growth. All brothers and sisters filled with love and devotion. Real faith is growing stronger in them. भी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं। सच्ची श्रद्धा में दृढ़ हो रही। With this prayerful bhava in our heart, whenever you feel ready, we may slowly, gently open our eyes. Deep gratitudes, dear sisters and brothers, to be able to connect with you, meditate with you, pray with you all throughout the week. As we went through, explored, tried to imbibe and express this quality of kindness, as we were blessed with loving guidance from our masters in the form of whispers and Principle 9 of User's Guide to Living. And from tomorrow morning, we will of course be joining the Sunday satsang. Evening, we will start our next week with a new value, a new quality to develop. And I'm sure that each step that we take on this journey takes us further in being heartful, truly being heartful within and outside, in our heart, in our relationships, in our speech, and in our behavior, in our thoughts and in our choices. And every new quality helps refine an aspect of us so that we can take one more step towards being that which our master would like to see us as. So, deep gratitudes and thank you again, sisters and brothers. Hope to see you soon. Thank you and good night.